share this again tonight because I feel it's very beautiful. And when it came to me, it was, yeah, this is going to be useful for people. So the other week, Sue and I were in the Lake District in England, a very beautiful part of England. And the family had gone out that evening to a Thai restaurant. And it was an authentic Thai restaurant, a Thai people. They'd actually bought a lot of the stuff for the restaurant in Thailand. So they had beautiful Buddhas. It was beautifully decorated. They had kneeling Buddhas there and everything. The kind of ambience was really nice. And I only drink water. So whenever we go out, I ask for a glass of water. And I always make sure that I say no ice because I don't like it too cold. However, the glass of water arrived and it had a little bit of ice in it. It wasn't a lot, and I think I might have given a bit to Sue, my wife, for her wine glass because she likes a bit of ice in her wine. And there was just this little bit, there's just like a sliver of ice in the water. And I thought, rather than fishing it out, I just kind of felt cold just to watch it. So I just looked at this ice in the water, watching it gradually dissolving. It was only a thin sliver. And it struck me as how good a metaphor, how beautiful a process this was. Because the ice is in this ocean, to it, what appears to be an ocean of water. And it's no choice but to dissolve because the ocean is so much bigger and so much more powerful, energetically speaking, thermally speaking, than the ice. So the ice is dissolving, dissolving, dissolving. And eventually there's no separation, experience of separation. The ice becomes the water. And the reason I'm spending a lot of time to talk about this is that the ego mind and the belief in it is like the ice. And so you have a choice. Do you go, and the more that you believe in it, as that you are that, your beliefs, the more that you are basically putting like a freezer into the ice and freezing more and becoming more and more, shall we say, solid, fixed. The more that you trust the power of the awareness, which is the water, and don't put energy into freezing more and more water into ice, the inevitable is going to happen. The energy is now not going into trying to create more ice. It's in trusting that one is the water. The water is the consciousness, is the silence itself. And it's inevitable then that the ice melts. No effort required. So it is with self-realization. One doesn't get there by doing something. One is already this. And if you trust the process, trust the essence, and only trust that, and everything else, and I mean forget everything else coming from here as thoughts, it's not serving you, then the process of the melting, the transformation, the transmutation is inevitable. And if there's one inevitability in the universe, or one certainty in the universe, is that you are this infinite silence, this awareness. And you do not have to believe me on that. In fact, I actively encourage you not to believe a word I say. Instead, trust in that highest truth for yourself, and watch and trust and watch and trust and witness. And that will inevitably flower. just like the ice dissolving in that glass of water. Just by this. It is this simple, folks. It really is. I would not say that to you were it not true. It really is this simple. And therein lies its power, or rests its power. The absolute simplicity that this can't be that simple, but it is that simple. It is that simple. Truth is simple, only ego is complicated. Truth is simple, only ego is complicated. Will you choose the water of life? Which will you choose? It's a choice. Really? Yeah, it's a choice. Do I go with belief in this, or do I choose the permanence, the essence, the silence? Do I trust that? Do I trust or dare not to trust? That video I've got, 5 minutes, trusting and daring not to. If you've not seen it, take a look. Trusting and daring not to. Because when you're trusting this, you're daring not to trust the truth. And you suffer as a result. When you open to the invitation from the heart and trust that, truth is inevitable. And yes, there may be stuff that comes up to be released, but as I say, it's not a challenge, it's an invitation. It's an invitation. Good.